Hey there, YouTube. WhiskeyCactus here, welcoming you back to our Heart of the Woods Let's Play. This is episode number 6. And last time, we met her. We met our goat. Hold on. There we are. There she is, right there. We met her. This is Abigail, and she's a ghost, and she's been around for a few centuries now. And she can't speak to us, but she can understand what we say, and that is a very interesting dynamic. And we've been back to see her a couple of times now, but we are on our way home after chilling with her in the church and reading to her, and it was so very, very, very precious. So let's get going. Once it starts getting dark, we say our goodbyes and part ways at the church. Same as when we first met, she watches me go until she vanishes from sight. As I head back towards the cabin, my head is swimming, or maybe drowning. Whoa there. It's hard to think of anything but Abigail, all alone in the middle of the forest for centuries. What's her story? I want to know, but I doubt I ever will. Yet I'm already looking forward to seeing her again, even though in the back of my mind I'm aware that Tara and I will only be here a few more weeks. Oh, this is going to be so heartbreaking. Oh my god. I can already see it happening. It seems almost cruel, knowing that this is all so short-lived. If I were her, would I rather have a few weeks of happiness, just to lose it again, or never have anything at all? God damn. The question makes my head and heart hurt. The walk back feels like it goes by much quicker than my journey to the clearing and then the church. As I get closer to the cabin, I can see that the windows are dark. Tara must be in town or out with Morgan somewhere. Wonder if she noticed I was gone. My musing is interrupted by the sudden sound of footsteps in the snow. Oh, hey, it's you. I bet you know things. The mayor steps out from behind a tree, just like Abigail did earlier. Good evening, Madison. Evening, Miss Mayor. Where have you been? Oh, you know. Out. I freeze. Her tone is sharp, with no pretense of being conversational. Oh, she knows. Her glare is even sharper. Does she know about Abigail, or about the forest spirit? Surely she would have mentioned it if so. My mind reels while I stall for time. I was out for a walk, in the forest. I'm bad at lying, so I try to just tell her half-truths. I can see that. Where did you go? Around. I was just walking around. Needed the fresh air. Alone. Where is your friend or my daughter? With each question she asks, she takes a nearly imperceptible step closer. I shrug, trying to look indifferent. I don't think it's working. I'm not sure. Tara and I had an argument earlier. I wanted to be alone. An argument? Regarding what? She's far too close for comfort now. Close enough that she could reach out and grab me by the throat if she wanted to. Still, I'm so taken aback by the nerve of her asking about my personal issues that my voice comes out stronger than I could have hoped for. I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable talking about it. Mayor regards me for a long moment. Her nostrils flare. I meet her gaze and don't look away, even though I desperately want to. I half expect her tongue to shoot out and taste the air like a snake. It feels as if she can see right through me. Look at that face! What the fuck? I'm almost certain that she knows I'm hiding something from her, more than just my argument with Tara. I see. She flips her hair and walks past me, heading into the forest. Be careful, Madison. The woods are dangerous on your own. Are they now? I stand there, heart in my throat, until the sound of snow under her feet fades into silence. Shuddering, I hurry the rest of the way to the cabin. Maddie. Tara! Oh, we're switching POV now. We're Tara. Oh dear. A bright burst of light jerks me awake. I groan, getting ready to toss a pillow at Maddie and demand she turn the light back off. It's so bright it hurts when I try to open my eyes. So, when are we? When are we? Is this back earlier in the day, or is this, like, in the future? When I do, I realize the light is coming from the window, and it's not a window I recognize. Oh, it's Morgan. Oh, we did it. I'm sure we banged. Uh-oh. Morgan is starting to stir next to me. Oh, yup, that happened. An adorable little smile on her face. It's so cute that for a minute it distracts me from the fact that she's completely naked. It takes another second for me to realize that I am too. I yank the covers Up to my chest, too. Well, cover myself. Memories of last night start to come back in bits and pieces. We'd been going over notes about something, and admittedly, I might have gotten a little flirty. But next thing I know, we're kissing. Books are on the floor. I hear papers crumpling underneath my butt. And once I said yes, she couldn't even wait to get to the bed before she started undressing me. Damn! Okay, Morgan is just ready to go. It's not that I'm complaining, but it was definitely the last possible way I thought she'd respond. At least now I remember why I'm sore. Oh, okay. Well, Isn't long before Morgan opens her eyes. As well, the rest of her face doesn't move as she wakes up. She sleeps with that same blank face she has when she's awake. Oh, Morgan. Good morning, Tara. Her voice seems a little different. Softer, maybe? I have no idea, but it's kinda nice. Yeah, good morning. I cringe at the sound of my own voice. That was way too loud. Need to do a better job of keeping my cool. How'd you sleep? Better than I have in a long time. I smile. Although you do snore loudly. I try not to let my smile break. I mean, she's right, but only when I lay on my back. Oh, damn! Try to think back on a long list of awkward morning afters and pick out a good comeback, but everything grinds to a halt as soon as I feel her lips press against my side. Damn, Morgan is way more aggressive than I expected her to be. Just a tiny peck, and I'd give a cute fan, but the kind I'd give a cute fan. But she also blows a tiny puff of hot air onto my skin that makes me shiver. You feel my face turning as red as my hair, and no, a comeback's not happening. Tara, are you okay? I need to say something to get back on top of this mess, but all I can do is stare down at her, those bright green eyes, that soft face, that messy orange hair. Tara? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking that, well, you're cute. Yeah. It's all good. Hey, I've had worse lines. I can't see her face, but I think I can hear her chuckle, or something like it. Should probably get up too, but I can't help taking a minute to stare. Maddie always gets on me for being thirsty, but I think I earned it this time. Her curves, her muscles, it's like someone asked me every last detail about what my type was, then turned her real. This village is a dream come true. It's a trap! My clothes are spread across the floor. Is Morgan real? Is she real? Or is she like some kind of, like, I don't know, incubus or succubus or something? Yeah. It takes me a minute to hunt them all down once I'm out of the bed. Actually, that's how they usually are at home, too. I've got more important things than clothes to keep in my dresser. Oh. Interesting. Morgan's already dressed by the time I get everything together, with her hair back in its usual pigtails. Cute as they are, I kind of miss how it looked down. Oh, we're in her room. Oh, I see. Look at that. That is certainly not the cabin. Hey, so, is something wrong? Your mom isn't home, right? I'm pretty sure she won't be happy if she sees me coming out of your room first thing in the morning. You made enough noise last night that she'd know anyway. I don't think she's going to do anything about it. I feel like I'm burning up, but her expression is the same as ever. She's not even trying to be smooth, and she's still better at it than I am. And I'm already really good. Great, yeah, cool. Yeah, glad we don't have to worry. Oh, fuck. I'm going to go make some coffee for us. That's my bra, by the way. No wonder it felt so loose. Damn. Morgan's stacked. She's out the door, leaving me to search for more clothing and think about the conversation Morgan and I are going to have when she gets back. Oh, boy. Well, here we go. I'm still thinking about what I want to say when she returns with the coffees, already chugging hers down. I usually make it strong, but I put plenty of cream and sugar in yours, so you should be fine. I normally take it black, actually. I saw your daily routine video. I know how you take your coffee. I don't even know why I'm bothering with the usual cool routine at this point. I should just accept that I'm beat. Take a tiny sip of the coffee and nearly fall back down on the bed. Even with cream and sugar, this is the strongest thing I've ever tasted. She drinks this black. Is it too much? I can put some liquor in it if you... Jesus Christ, Morgan! God damn! Isn't it like 8 in the morning? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man. Let's do it. Let's get fucking hammered. Yes, why do you ask? Okay, well, she's an alkie. That's cool. I sigh and take another bitter sip. The last thing I need right now is alcohol. Hey, so I think we need to talk. Sure, what about? Not sure if she doesn't know or doesn't care about what I'm gonna say, but from the way she's acted so far, I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Look, you're a really great person. I really like hanging out with you, and I had a great time last night. I know. She needs to stop making me blush. Probably look the same way Mads does every time I try to introduce her to a cute girl. I just want to make sure we're clear on what that was all about. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I mean, I'm not really the dating type, and I'm going to be leaving in a month. I'm happy to do stuff like this, as long as it's Tara. She doesn't sound frustrated or upset. If anything, her voice is softer. We talked about this exact thing last night. You're cute, you're fun, and I really enjoyed having sex with you, but that's all this is, and neither of us expects or wants anything different. You don't have to give me any excuses. Blunt as ever. She takes another sip of coffee as I breathe a sigh of relief. All that worrying for nothing. Great. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Glad that's settled then. I should feel relieved, relaxed, all that good stuff. With the rough part out of the way, I can go right back to being as intrepid and charming as always. So why do I feel like I'm the one who got let down here? This kind of thing shouldn't bother me, even if it didn't go the way I'm used to. This is why I hate taking time to think about things. So, did you make that sweater yourself? Morgan's eyes widen at my question. Looks like I found a good way to move on. I did, actually. My ex showed me how to knit a few years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. It's a nice way to pass the time. If you want, I could make you something to take home when you're done here. It'd be super cool. Everyone I know wears coats like Maddie's, or one of those big puffy marshmallow coats. I'm sure some hand-knit stuff would break the mold. The fact that you insist on going investigating in nothing but a light jacket made me assume you didn't like coats in general. Maybe I was just waiting to get in on the hip wool fashion trend. Catch her smiling between sips. She might act differently, but I get the feeling that we're on the same wavelength for some things. I mean, obviously, since we ended up together, but still. Well, not together, of course, but... I thought it was because of your shirt. You wear that same moon shirt in every vlog you do. I didn't expect it to be the same way in real life. It was actually Maddie's idea, believe it or not. Something about having a visual brand for the sake of the show. I figured my winning smile would be enough, but, I mean, as long as people like it. Didn't realize she was that invested in the show. Oh, she said the thing. That's gonna make things tense. Figured she didn't care that much. Yeah, well. Ouch. Hearing her mention how distant Maddie seems is a pretty painful reminder of how much things are falling apart between us. She used to be. Back when we started, she was a lot more invested in the whole thing. We've been inseparable since high school, and I figured she was really excited to keep that bond going strong. That's pretty incredible. I don't think I've had any friendships that lasted more than a year. Realized that she hadn't mentioned a single friend since we got here. I guess claiming your cat talks to you probably doesn't score you points with anyone other than me. Oh yeah, it's been like around 10 years or something. Don't tell her I told you this, but we actually met because we were both total goths. Bitchin', I want to see Goth Maddie. Oh my god, I want to see Goth Maddie. So bad. So bad. So bad. I jump when Morgan suddenly bursts into laughter. I've only known her for about a week, but it feels weirdly unlike her, probably because it's the most emotion she's shown since we met. That includes last night. I can't imagine Maddie walking around with raccoon eyes and dyed hair. Oh, I can, and I want to. I want to keep imagining that. Oh, you have no idea. She was goth enough to put me to shame. Always talking about the darkness in her soul, chilling with all the other cool... Oh my god, chilling with all the other cool goth kids, calling herself Raven. It was great. You're a part of a group? Do you keep in touch with any of them? I'd hope at least one of them kept the look. My smile fades as I look away from her. She couldn't have known that asking that would bring back bad memories, so I don't blame her. The memories are still there. Not really. Most of them stopped talking to me when I told them I was trans, and the rest bailed as soon as I started to actually transition. Well, shit. Maddie was the only one who really stuck up for me. I'll never forget that. Morgan puts down her now empty mug. I'm not even halfway through mine. I'm so sorry, Tara. I didn't mean to... Nah, forget it. It's seriously okay. The whole thing's ancient history now. So, that isn't a lie. I feel a hell of a lot better about the whole thing now that I know I'm doing way better than any of them. I can tell Morgan doesn't buy it, though. Better switch up the subject. Anyway, after that, the two of us were inseparable all through high school. We even picked the same college, so it'd be easier to stay in touch. The only time our friendship was ever on the rocks was, well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that. Oh, did they bang? Oh god, I wonder if they banged. I try not to grin when I see Morgan's eyes widen. Got him. You wouldn't say that if you weren't you wouldn't say that if you weren't going to tell me. Well, I don't know. She leaves her mug on the table and moves closer to me. I definitely saw her smile for a second there. The Tara I know would never pass up a chance to tell a story. Well, if you insist. Maddie and I actually dated once. Called it. For a few weeks, back when we first started college. Everyone we knew was pairing off, so we figured we should try it out too. It's our secret shame. I'm not surprised. You two would make a terrible couple. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, want much? You're not wrong, though. Nearly killed our friendship. Thankfully, we called it off and went back to being friends. Haven't had any trouble since, except for, right now. Until now. Oh, thank you, Morgan. Yeah, until now. So much for lightening the mood. I don't know, I guess her deciding to walk away from everything we built together doesn't exactly make me feel jazzed about our friendship. Her having different priorities doesn't have anything to do with friendship. Before we do anything else, I do want to just quickly save. Because we haven't been saving. And, again, we haven't had any, choices in the game so far that have made any kind of a difference, but I think there are going to be some eventually. And I just want to make sure that we're consistently saving our progress just in case anything crazy happens. What, like going back to school? She hated school. So either that's some bullshit excuse, or she just hates working on Terranormal even more. She was talking about coming back. Having real proof seems to have changed her mind. And then what? She goes along with it for another few months and gets sick of it? I can't deal with that again. I can tell I'm getting louder, but I don't care. Haven't had a chance to let any of this out since it happened. Morgan, of course, doesn't even flinch. The thing is, now she's acting like she wants to be in on the action again. Am I really supposed to believe that she wants to commit to this? But I'm not an idiot. It's not like I'm ignoring the fact that she keeps running off to the woods to be by herself. I'm supposed to just be cool with that? Tara? I'm so sick of all this bullshit. Maybe I'd just be better off without Tara. Oh shit. Morgan's pissed. That's very scary. I jump as her voice drowns mine out completely. This burst of emotion isn't funny. It's honestly kind of terrifying. Stop. Just stop. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't want Maddie to leave the show, but you're refusing to listen to her when she talks about coming back. You don't want to lose your friendship, but you're freezing her out when she tries to make connections again. I love your show, you know I do, but there are more important things in your life than talking about Bigfoot in front of a camera. Holy shit, what the hell was that about? She just shot through my bullshit like some kind of forest-dwelling therapist. How am I supposed to respond to that? All I can do is sit back down on the bed and let it wash over me. She sits down next to me and takes my hand in hers. She gives it a little squeeze, and I squeeze back. I can already feel myself starting to calm down. When Morgan speaks again, her voice is back to its normal flatness. Talk to her. Tell her how you feel and what you need. You can't spend your whole time with me and expect her to feel appreciated. I don't want to leave you out, though. You're the whole reason we're here. Plus, I really like spending time with you. I do too, but we'll have plenty of time together. You're here for an entire month. Yeah, of course. The word month makes me feel a little pang in my chest. For some reason, I don't want to think about how temporary this is. Oh dear. I let go of her hand to take another sip of coffee. It's barely lukewarm now, and I consider just spitting it back into the cup. That definitely wouldn't be a good look, though. Do you want me to take you back to the cabin? I think I'm gonna do a little more investigating here first. Give myself time to think about what I want to say to Mads. That's a good idea. Hey, first time for everything. She lets out another little laugh. It's not nearly as big as her earlier one, but it's really nice to hear it after all that heavy stuff. I'll go set up shop then. Come see me when you want to ride back, and also when you want me to drive you. You got it. I stand and stretch, scanning the room one more time to see if I'm forgetting anything. Wait, are those my panties? Yeah, you're wearing mine. I try to will myself not to blush, determined not to let her get one more fluster in. Shit, sorry, I can change real quick. It's fine, you can wear them. Just give them back when you're done. Whoa! Morgan is just a fucking firecracker. Holy shit, my cheeks are burning again. So much for that. Oh, cool. Thanks, I guess I'll see you later then. It's totally not weird. Sure, you know where to find me. Without thinking, I lean forward and press my lips against hers. They're soft. Somehow not nearly dried out by the cold air as mine are. Wait, why am I doing this? Those eyes! I jerk my head away, expecting to be met with an angry glare, but all I see is the corners of her mouth twitch up for a split second before she's back to neutral. Could be worse, right? Either way, it's definitely time for me to get the hell out of here. I head for the door, but something stops me before I actually leave. Thank you. Anytime. No. Not for the sex, for the pep talk. I'm thanking you. Just to be clear, I'm thanking you for the pep talk, not for the sex. Don't know what I'm thanking her for. Not sure if she knows either. Alright, I'm out the door and back out into the village square, doing my best to leave my confusion behind me. I've got more important things to think about right now. Got to think about what I'm going to say to Mads. Tell her I'm sorry for being an idiot, and that I don't want this to screw up things more than it already has. But as I think about that, I realize that I've got one more problem when it comes to her. If she finds out I slept with our host, she's gonna kill me. Well, Maddie's out having, a date with a ghost, so I guess it's not all just you. But now we're Morgan, so that's also interesting. I'm gonna save again. We are now Morgan. Alright, the cabin comes into view. It's warm. Casts a glow on the snow. I keep my steady pace. It's been a while since Tara and I talked. Things still aren't fixed. They've improved. She's getting Maddie's help filming now, but I can still see that distance between them. Wow, we just skipped ahead a lot in time. Doesn't help that Maddie keeps choosing to stay behind when we go to the village. Her excuses are always flimsy, but Tara doesn't push it. I'm not sure if she wants to. Not entirely sure what to do. I never expected this to be easy, but now it's gotten complicated in a way I couldn't have predicted. I wish I could help, but I'm afraid that intervening any more than I already have would make things worse. Maddie still doesn't trust me, despite everything. I have to believe it's not too late. I need both of them fully committed before I can tell them why they're really here. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. There is a deeper, darker secret than what we know. Who could have seen that coming? At the cabin, I enter without knocking. Hey, guys. It again. I've tried like 6 times, Mads. I don't know what else you're expecting here. Hello there. They both look up from what they were doing. It's not a surprising scene. Tara's hunched over her laptop in the living room while Maddie stands nearby looking ready to hit her. I don't think either of them noticed me entering. Hi. Hey. While Maddie seems annoyed at my interruption, Tara seems genuinely happy. Whether that's for the distraction or because it's me, I'm not sure. I walk over and sit down beside Tara, placing myself between her and Maddie. Check this out. She angles her laptop so I can see it and presses play on a video. There's some distorted noise, but the screen stays black. What am I supposed to be looking at? Exactly. Somehow exasperated, Maddie throws up her hands and storms off into the kitchen, banging around the cupboards without actually doing anything. This was the footage that we took the other night, remember, with the spirit and stuff? I remember. Yeah, well, it was totally fine a few days ago. We watched it 1 billion times, so you know as well as I do. Right, it was perfectly visible then. But now... She plays the clip again, nothing but noise. It's worthless now. So what happened? Beats me, that's what we're trying to figure out. Maddie slams a cabinet particularly loudly. What happened, what Maddie thinks happened, is that the file got corrupted somehow, either when you exported it or when it was transferring or something. But it was working fine before. Seriously, ask Morgan. She points at me. I wish she wouldn't bring me into it like this, since it'll seem like I'm taking a side. The video did work before, yes. Great, that helps us a lot. Isn't there a backup somewhere? This was supposed to be the backup. I thought I'd uploaded it to our server too, but I guess the Wi-Fi cut out, and so that didn't actually happen. Tara bites her lip. That one's on me. I'm expecting another sardonic reply from Maddie, but to my surprise, she sits down across from us and sighs. Well, we can't change it now. seems that Tara's admission of guilt, even partial, helped her calm down some. Was that the only footage that was affected? I didn't check. Can't see why anything else would be screwed up, though. We just got unlucky. Super unlucky. That's a bit of an understatement. Without that footage, we don't have anything to show. I want to tell her that there will be plenty more opportunities for filming the spirit, and likely other equally remarkable creatures, but I know that she won't believe me yet. Jaladra warned me this would probably happen, as if I hadn't already known, but Jaladra also didn't help my case at all, since she said she didn't know if she could trust them yet. I wish she would have told me that before I made a fool of myself in front of them both. Tara laughs, but it sounds forced. Guess we'll have to take some new footage then. Morgan, you don't have any other mystical spirits sitting around that we could film, do you? Funny you should ask. Funnily enough, I do. I just smile, though, going along with the joke. For some reason, Maddie tugs at her collar. Oh, yeah. Well, and looks away out the window. Perhaps she's more uncomfortable around me than I thought. I don't think that's what it is, Morgan. Can I borrow your laptop? I'll see if I can move the file to my computer and maybe salvage something. You really think that'll work? No, but I'd like to try. Sure thing. She lifts the laptop over me and passes it to Maddie. Thanks, I'll be in my room. Let me know if you need anything. She leaves, taking Tara's laptop with her. She pushes her bedroom door, but doesn't close it all the way. Beside me, Tara places her hand over mine. It's not anything that Maddie would be able to see from her room. I'm not sure why Tara's so insistent on keeping our relationship a secret. Still, I appreciate the gesture. Of everything that's happened since the two of them arrived here, getting close to Tara like this has certainly been the most unexpected. Seems like things are a bit better between the two of you. Did you talk? I make sure to keep my voice low. Not yet. I was going to, but first Mads wasn't home, then she was shut in her room all day once she got back. I was going to bring it up today, but then all this stuff happened. At least the two of you were talking a little. She must be feeling bad, too. Maybe. You should have heard her before you got here, though. I'm sorry. Nah, don't be. It's like you said, this is on both of us. You really don't know what happened to the footage? I promise I won't tell Maddie anything. Nope, it's 100% legit. It was working fine, and then it wasn't. I didn't even drop my computer or spill water on it this time. That's so strange. You're telling me. Mads is convinced I did something to screw it up, though. I have a niggling suspicion in the back of my mind, but I don't want to bring it up yet. I don't want to alarm Tara if I can help it. Has anyone... Right in the middle of my sentence... Oh, no. The heater in the corner of the room makes a sizzling noise and then dies. Well, fuck. Tara and I both stare at it. Did you just see that? I did. God. Clutching her head in her hands, Tara gets up and goes to inspect the heater. She looks around, and underneath it, although it's clear she has no idea what she's actually looking for. While her back is turned, I take a moment to peer out the window, scanning for anyone or anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything. What happened? Heater died. Check it out. Wait, you're kidding me. I wish. Already the cold is starting to set in. Was it a short circuit or something? I'm glad that she doesn't default to blaming Tara for this. My suspicion gets a little stronger, too. No clue. Morgan and I were sitting here when it suddenly died. Didn't give any warning or anything. It was a lot like the... She trails off. She doesn't need to finish the sentence. I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing. Like the footage. She says it anyway. None of us say anything. Then Maddie chuckles nervously. That's a pretty weird coincidence. Do you two think that, like, they're connected somehow? What, the heater and the footage? There's no way that could be. It's just bad luck. Maybe. She gives me a look that says she doesn't think it's random. I'm inclined to agree. Any luck with saving the video so far? Not yet, but I just started. Give me a bit. Right. Gonna go grab a blanket. You want one, Morgan? No thanks. What the hell? 2 seconds after she'd entered her bedroom, Tara yells and pops back out. The heater in my room is dead too. What? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Come look if you want. Maddie and I both hurry into Tara's room. Sure enough, the heater in there is as dead as the one in the living room. Well, this fucking sucks. Abigail, is that you? Stop doing mean things. Are they on the same breaker? This cabin must have an ancient wiring, right? No, it was renovated a couple years ago. Is the one in your room still working, Mads? Without waiting for an answer, Tara pushes past and goes to look, ignoring Maddie's feeble clamor against barging in. We follow behind Tara yet again. In Maddie's room, the heater is running fine. Oh, it's Abigail! Abigail's getting jelly. That's so unfair! Maddie frowns too, looking perplexed. I don't get it. Why just in here? That's a pretty weird coincidence. Tara does a poor imitation of Maddie's voice. It is. What else do you want me to say? Grumbling, Tara leaves the room without giving an actual answer. Maddie doesn't try to stop her and stares at her perfectly functional heater. I shut the bedroom door behind me as I leave. Okay, tell me I'm not crazy. Something weird's going on. You're not crazy. This definitely isn't a coincidence. You say that like you know what's going on. I can feel a pit opening up in my stomach. I've never been good with words, and I'm not sure how to phrase everything I'm about to tell her, much less how she'll take it. I must struggle for too long because I can see Tara's expression go from mopey to concerned. Hey, you okay? I was just kidding, but like, do you actually know what's up? I press a finger to my lips and point to Tara's room. Her eyes go wide, but she nods. I lead the way, with her following close behind. We can talk now. Tara looks like she's going to explode. Now? What the hell? That was like something out of a spy movie. Shh, not so loud. I listen for any indication that Maddie's followed behind us or is eavesdropping, but her door never opens. Tara watches, waiting for me to elaborate, but I can tell that it's taking every ounce of self-control she has not to barrage me with questions. It's understandable. Okay, bear with me because I'm not sure how to say some of this. Nearly vibrating with excitement, Tara nods. I take a deep breath. I don't think that all these malfunctions are a coincidence. I think they're intentional sabotage and that my mother's to blame. Her eyes get as wide as saucers. Your mom? Yes. And I also think that Maddie might be involved too. It's not her fault at all. I'm afraid that my mother might have gotten to her first. She might not even know it. Gotten to her how? As in she's not in control of her actions. She might not even be aware of them. You mean like mind control? More or less, yes. She stares at me and then starts to laugh. She gets up and paces around the room, her hands flying in useless motions as she laughs. Okay. You're screwing with me, right? Mind control? Maddie? I'm not messing with you, I'm dead serious. I can't blame her for being incredulous. It's a lot to take in at once, and the rest of what I have to say is even stranger, but if there's anyone who will believe me, who will believe the truth, it's Tara. Her laugh becomes a whistle as she calms down. She takes a second to compose herself, then sits on the bed next to me. Okay, mind control. Go on. Like I said, I doubt Maddie's even aware. It's probably more like sleepwalking for her. But it would make sense. You said she's been spending a lot of time away from the cabin, right? And that she doesn't like to talk about where she's been. Plus the footage being damaged, and then the heaters dying. It makes sense. You're gonna have to sell me on this more. I wouldn't say that makes sense. What's the point of it? Why would your mom do that, and how? Like, we haven't even approached the point of making sense. I know, I'll explain. I'm trying to remain calm myself, but there's a nervousness that I've never felt before. It's my first time ever talking about this with someone else. No matter how many times I'd imagined this conversation and rehearsed it in my head, it's nothing like real life. My mom isn't really my mom. To be frank, she's not even human. Not anymore. Okay, well. I pause, waiting to see how Tara takes it. No reaction. I doubt that anything I'm saying even registers as a possibility to her. My only choice is to go through it all, and hope that she believes me in the end. The person that you've met, the creature, is something else, using a human woman's body as a host. She has the whole town under a glamour that makes them loyal to her, and she has for years, longer than I've been alive. I think she has Maddie now, too. The reason that I sent you an email and invited you to Eisenfeld isn't because of the forest spirit or any of that other stuff, although it's related too. The reason is because I need your help. Evelyn, or the thing inside her, is going to try to kill me soon, and use me as a new host within the next few weeks. You were the only people in the world who I could think of who might believe me. There wasn't anyone else I could ask. She knows that too, which is why she's trying to get rid of you now. Ruin your trip, make you want to leave. She wouldn't ever hurt either of you. Too many people would notice if something happened. There'd be way too much unwanted attention on her. But if she could get the two of you to leave Eisenfeld, then she'd be able to proceed with her plans. I'm pretty sure that's what she's trying to do through Maddie. That's it, I guess. As I finish speaking, I look down at my legs. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my chest. If nothing else, I'm glad that I got to tell someone. Even if nothing changes, at least I got to share my story. If she doesn't believe me, if she thinks I'm as crazy as Maddie does, then I'm out of options. The silence stretches on, and I glance up at Tara's face. For someone usually so expressive and easy to read, her face is immutable. I can't tell what she's thinking. She just stares at me intensely, more scrutinizing than I've ever seen before. I meet her eyes, willing her to search mine and see that I'm telling the truth. I want to reach across and grab her hand. More than that, I want her to grab mine. Tara huffs, blowing a loose strand of hair that's fallen over her face. She blinks, pops her knuckles, scratches her leg. Then finally she half smiles. Okay, so then what do we do now? Does that mean you believe me? My breath catches in my throat, scarcely daring to believe it. She hasn't confirmed yet. She could just be playing along. Of course I do. I can't help myself. I lean forward and wrap my arms around her in a very selfish hug. I'm so sorry for dragging you into all this. She doesn't deserve any of what's going on. I brought her into my own world of problems. Her arms wrap back around me without hesitation. Hey, I'm glad you did. Really? Of course. If some other paranormal blog got this scoop, I'd be jealous forever. We both laugh. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot to take in, especially the stuff about Mads. But if never coming here would have meant you having to deal with all of this on your own, then it's a damn good thing we're here. For the first time that I can remember, I feel warm and comfortable. It's a moment that I wish could last forever. I don't deserve her support, but I'm infinitely glad that I have it. Now let's go kick your mom's ass. I laugh again. I'm glad that she's able to keep a light heart through all of this. We're gonna need it. Really, though, what do we do now? Pack our stuff and get out of here? You could totally crash with me and Mads. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. We'd have to get past that whole mind control thing first, though. No, running away isn't an option. She would just take someone else instead. She has to be dealt with. You said it'll happen in a couple weeks, right? How do you know? It'll happen on the winter solstice. It's something to do with the moon. I don't really know the specifics myself. There's not a whole lot of information to go off. You're in luck, because investigating stuff without a real lead is my specialty. She's incorrigible, and her smile is infectious. Her optimism and confidence makes me think that this might work out okay after all. There'll be plenty of time for that, I promise. Right now, I should head back home. Already? Feels like you just got here a bit ago. I know, I wish I could stay longer, but I need to start preparing right away. There's a lot that I'll need to fill you in on, but it'll take some time for me to get ready. So like later tonight? Probably tomorrow or the next day. Okay. I'll lie low until then. What should we do about... Her voice trails off and she nods in the direction of the rest of the cabin, and Maddie. Nothing for now, just try to act normal around her if you can. So avoid conversation as much as possible, easy peasy. Poor Maddie. We stand up together and Tara walks me to the front door. It's interesting though, because I wonder if that's actually true. Because Maddie's been going out to see the ghost, and Morgan doesn't seem to know about that. So that's not factoring into her evaluation of the situation. So that makes things a little bit more complicated. Stand up together, Tara walks me to the front door. So, see you soon, I guess. Right. She leans forward suddenly, giving me another quick hug. My second one today. It's over far too quickly. Cool. I'll be waiting. I smile. Me too. It's always scary going home and facing the prospect of seeing Evelyn face to face. Today, though, it doesn't seem as bad. There's still a long way to go, but with Tara's help, there's a chance that everything will work out. That's more than I've ever been able to say before. Oh, and we're switching back to Maddie. Oh boy. Well... The skies are gray out when I wake up. I check my phone for the time, thinking that it must still be early, but no, it's almost 10. It's the clouds that are making it so dark. We're definitely in for a lot of snow today. It looks like it could be more than any of the previous storms. Well, we're going to go ahead and save again. Ba-boom. There we go. Sighing to myself, I get out of bed and get dressed without wasting any time. There's no way I'm going to be able to go see Abigail today, not with the weather as it is. I hope she won't wait up for me. It's frigid in the living room. I spend a while trying to fix the heater, but to no avail. I don't even know what's wrong with it. Tara must have had it pretty rough, too. At least she could bundle up in blankets to keep warm. The door to her room is shut, so she's either gone or still asleep. I'm glad that things have improved between us. She seemed to have a change of heart or something, because a couple of days ago she started making small talk again. Even our argument over the footage wasn't as explosive as it could have been. If it had happened 3 days prior, we probably wouldn't be on speaking terms at all anymore. Make myself a bowl of cereal and have a quiet breakfast alone. Oh, there she is. Look at her. So precious. Alright. Although I've gotten used to not interacting with Tara much, there were still my visits with Abigail to look forward to. Now there's no telling how many days it'll be until the weather's cleared up enough for me to go see her again. Hopefully it'll blow over quickly. It's already starting to snow a little. Just to pass the time, I move my laptop out into the living room and start an episode of a show I've been meaning to watch. Keep one headphone out so that I'll be able to hear if Tara leaves her room. She never does. After 2 episodes, I get up and knock on her door. Unsurprisingly, there's no answer. I take a quick peek inside. Empty. She must be at Morgan's again. They bangin' a lot. At this point, it's pretty obvious that they're more than friends. Not sure how I feel about that. It's none of my business, of course. They're both adults and can do whatever they want, but I can't help being a little envious. It's been more than a year since I've been on a date. Things ended sort of messily with my last girlfriend, and since then I haven't really been looking. Working on the show kept me busy enough. Still, it wasn't that I was trying to avoid meeting anyone new. It just didn't happen. I'm not like Tara. I can't talk to strangers and carry on a conversation straight away. Business stuff, sure. Small talk, no way. Always been a little jealous of that. So seeing how quickly and how naturally Morgan and Tara ended up together feels like a painful reminder of my own social inadequacies. Guess there's an expiration date on their relationship, whatever it may be, though. Hard to believe that we're already halfway through our trip in Eisenfeld. Something tells me you're going to be staying here a little bit longer than that. It occurs to me that I'm in a similar situation with Abigail. Although our friendship is nothing like Morgan and Tara's, it's also time-limited. That thought hurts, more than I expected it to. I wish there was some way she could come back with us. Wonder how difficult it is to smuggle a ghost internationally. That's the kind of problem Tara would be great at solving if she was around. In fact, I wonder if maybe I should take this opportunity to try to mend things with her. Assuming Abigail was okay with it, I could take Tara to meet her. Maybe. She might be a yandere, we don't know that yet. Well, not quite as dramatic as the forest spirit. Having a genuine ghost on film would still be a huge win for the show. Don't exploit Abigail. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do. It's a little funny to me that an actual ghost is mundane compared to what else we've seen. I'm not entirely convinced on the idea. There's still some appeal to keeping the news to myself for at least a little bit longer. A knock at the door interrupts my TV watching. Coming. Well, I think this is a little creepy and scary and shit. We just got this clock ticking around in the background there. And we have Evelyn here to potentially do some things. So whether or not this mind control is real, I don't know if I should be scared of Evelyn or if Evelyn's actually going to be the good guy. I don't know. Something kind of is pushing me towards Evelyn being the ultimate good guy. And maybe Morgan being the bad guy, or Evelyn just being totally misunderstood in everything she's doing. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think we're going to go ahead and end off the episode here, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed for more Heart of the Woods, guys. Next time, we're going to continue on, and hopefully, we're going to find out a little bit more about what the hell is going on with this mind control nonsense, and Evelyn, and some of that mystery. So I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.